Hi friends, welcome back to Story of Casmock. Today we'll dive deep into these Pantone books. Why these books dominate the color industry and why they are an essential tool for every single designers out there. We'll cover everything from which one you should buy and how you should use them as a designer. I will do a simple demo of how I use them so you can gain a better understanding of what tools is available online for you for free as a designer and if you're just looking into purchasing these books. My name is Cass. I've been a fashion professional for almost 20 years now, so I can relate and see how this world is so mysterious and enchanting looking from the outside. Most of my knowledge are acquired from working with several companies, and there's no better place to learn than actually being in the industry. If you watch this channel, can I please ask you to subscribe, comment, or like the video? This simple action would really help this small channel grow, and I can continue to put out fashion-related content and tutorials for you. Let's get back to Pantone books. A little history behind Pantone. Pantone was founded by Lawrence Herbert in 1963. He started a small printing commercial company in 1962 and soon realized that all the colors varies from press to press and it was really hard to achieve a consistency. The first Pantone color book, the Pantone Matching System, was released in 1963. It contained a set of standardized colors, each identified by a unique code, Pantone number. These color books were a breakthrough for the printing and graphic design industry because they allow designers to communicate exact color specification that printers could reliably reproduce. And this includes fabric printing and textile printing. Over time, Pantone books expanded beyond print applications to include fashion, textiles, industrial design, and even digital industries. Pantone color systems have been used in product development, interior design, and even digital screens, ensuring that colors are consistent across various media and products. So here are the 4 reasons why Pantone books are really important to have as a designer. The first reason being color consistency. Pantone ensures that colors remain consistent across all media, printing, and manufacturing. This is a crucial tool if you're trying to develop brand identity, where your brand colors can be recognized for its color and quality. The second reason why this is crucial to have is a communication tool. Let's say if I want this exact color in this garment, I have to communicate that either in tech pack or email to my manufacturer or factory. And they will have also a set of these books. So I can just simply shoot over a Pantone code and they know exactly where to locate it and what color it is. If I don't have these Pantone books, I might have to send in an exact swatch of the color I want, and that might delay product development, or I might run out of color swatches to send them because I also have to keep a record of that. So essentially, Pantone Books provides a universal color language all across for designers, manufacturers, and printers. This eliminates any ambiguity, or if you're unsure how to describe a color, or even just displaying this visually, it just eliminates all the miscommunication you might have if you don't have this code with you. And the third reason is global standard. This ensures that if a company is multinational, they can keep their color standard consistent across a different country. You might say a specific color to your India manufacturer and they know exactly what it is just with this code. So it's standardized globally. In fact, there's specific books for each type of industry, and that is a little bit confusing itself as in which Pantone book you should get. And I will touch base a little bit of if you're a fashion designer, what Pantone books you should get as a designer so you don't waste your money and buy the wrong book, because these books, they are very expensive. They range from the thousands. And the fourth reason is creative innovation. Sometimes it's nice to kind of have these books in front of you and you can like pull out different chips to compare which color you want in your print design and your clothing design. So these books just give you a wide range of colors to pick from and use from, and it also allows you to see how the color interact with each other in your design. And you can kind of do a couple versions of that to show to your client. So these are the reasons why you need to have Pantone book as a designer, and I will quickly show you which one to get for fashion, and so you don't waste your time. So I got these set of books, and they come in 3. So I have like 1, 2, and this is the 3rd one. They're kind of big, so it's kind of hard to kind of travel with them. And I got these last year, and they cost about in the range of, I had a discount, but they cost normally in the range of $3,000. And for traveling, it's good to have this fashion home interior color passport with you. So if you're working with clients, this would be something to bring with you to show them different color options. And I will show you on the screen which one you should get if you're considering it. And it's probably better to find a sales rep, and most likely you will be able to get some sort of discount from the sales rep instead of purchasing directly from the website. So that's good information to have. Okay, you can just type in pantone.com and go to the fashion and home section, and you will see a lot of different options to purchase. A lot of these are just expansion pack. I would click on the passport one, the $839. You can probably find a cheaper option here on eBay, like an older version of this passport, and it might be around 500. You have to kind of shop around. So I think this is like kind of like a good start, and if you're doing not a lot of color work, doing solids, this might be a good starting point. Or if you're a student or just getting into fashion design, at least you'll have just a little swatch of it and a reference color name and a Pantone number. And this has 2800 Pantone colors, so it has all the colors the bigger book has, including the new duality expansion pack. And this is travel size, so you can take it to meet with your client and show them a little swatch of the color they like, or have them pick. This is useful to have if you're traveling and you just want to take something small with you as a color reference. So the next one I will recommend is this $3,500 set. It comes in 3 books. I purchased this last year, and it's been really, really helpful with my work and also making print design, because I can pull out all the chips and look at all the colors side by side and see if there's color harmony or the color goes together. And this is really expensive. It's hard for me to recommend this for a student at $3,500. I just find that even this is like the price of a laptop, which is just really, really expensive. But if you're getting really serious about being a fashion designer and you want to have your own sets of books, so you're not lugging around the company book, it's just nice to have with you at home, and you can like look at all the colors together. So I said a lot of good things, a lot of pros about Pantone. There are some cons, which just really bugs me. If I'm going to pay $3,500 like this price, I'm expecting all the colors to match regardless if it's from this book or that book. So something I found out is that I purchased this book last year, and I was looking at some colors. So I pull out the same color code in the book at my workplace with the same number, everything's the same. And the chip color looks different. One is slightly more muted. The other one is like a bright neon. So it really throws me off if I'm like visually looking at the colors. So I have reached out to the sales rep about this, and he's like, oh, just use the code and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, no, it's supposed to be consistent. And even in your own books, it's not. So that really bugs me. But the fact that I just really, really need to have this on hand, I think it really just saves me a lot of trouble taking the one at work to my home. This is really expensive. I would only recommend this if you're getting serious into fashion design and you have to do a lot of print work. And this also has 2800 fashion colors and 175 new hues and duality collection. And the cotton size chip is 1 inch by 1 inch. And these books are meant to be used, right? I would not just like purchase them and think because they're so expensive, I'm not going to like take them out or touch them. They're meant to be used. And if you happen to misplace a chip, or if you lost a chip, there is a way where you can just contact Pantone and ask them to cut you a 1 by inch cotton chip just like the one you have in your book to replace it. I believe one each color is about maybe $16 to $20. There's an extra fee for cutting the chip to a specific size. At the end of the day, they're meant to be used. So if you're going to spend this amount of money in something, just use it to its max, full capacity. And the next one, I'll show you the third one, which is the most expensive book. This one, and there's 7 books. So this one has 7 books, and the chips are bigger and you can swatch them. So it's like little fabric swatches where you can swatch and send it to your supplier if they don't have a specific color. I just don't think this is crazy to get as a freelancer or a contracting designer at 10K. A lot of bigger fashion companies do buy these so they can kind of swatch it and send it out. Really, really expensive. I would not recommend going here, but unless you're like a bigger size company and you need to swatch these and really you use these a lot. And it's the same available in all 2800 fashion colors with the duality pack. So yeah, at around 10K, very pricey. Not recommending you go here in the beginning. I would just recommending either purchasing the traveler passport or the 3500 1 inch by 1 inch Pantone chip. Now I'm going to do a quick demo of how I use my Pantone books. This is a concept board I quickly mocked up. So sometimes we have mood boards, concept board, color boards. I tend to think they're all in one. I would have a bit of inspo here on this side and my colors. So how I would use this is I'll find my inspo, whatever inspired me at the moment. And then I can go and quickly take, let's say, a screenshot of this image on my desktop, and I'll log into Pantone. So you can register this and it's free. I'll just go to Pantone Connect, log in. Sometimes this is a little tricky. So now that I'm in the Pantone Connect, I can go to extract, meaning that I can extract the colors from a photo. Keep in mind that it's not exactly accurate because sometimes how the monitor read color is different from how you see visually from your eyes, and everybody's eyes is different. So I'm gonna go find that photo I just screenshot. I'll upload this and I can pick a couple colors from here. Let's see, I really like this buttery yellow, and I'm gonna see if I can like just hover and find a butter yellow, wax yellow. Okay, and I'll add that. And then maybe I'll find a hint of orange, autumn blaze. And you can like hover your mouse over. Not liking these orange. Looks kind of fall. Maybe I'll do a green minced herb. That sounds nice. And then let's see if there's another green I can pull. We can do, let me see, here, fern. Maybe I'll add that. So now I have 3 colors added. I'm gonna go back to my inspo and I'll screenshot maybe this section here. Go back, and now it's on my screen. Okay, I'll take this and maybe I want a blue. Ebb and flow. This blue, cashmere blue, is so pretty. Angel's Fall. That's a pretty name. And maybe I'll hover back to this yellow. See how like it says Moonstruck, but visually I'm reading it like a butter yellow, and it's giving me kind of like a tannish sand color. So, and it's still kind of picking up as kind of like a sagey tan color. I'm going to try this side. So it's not 100% accurate, but I think this is a good place to start. And I do like this taupey sand color, so I'll add that. And lastly, I really like this red here, tomato, kind of like this flame scarlet. And lastly, it says Black Beauty. So I kind of want to pick up a navy. So maybe I'll go here and I'll search for a navy, indigo. Like this moo indigo is nice. So I'll add that to the palette. And how many colors is that? Maybe I'll get rid of one of the greens. I kind of like this soft green, so I'll remove this one here. And now you can click just download image, and it'll show you variations of how the colors interact together. I like to download this one here, just give it a click. Sometimes you have to click twice because it doesn't show up. And there's my palette. So I'll leave, if you're kind of thinking like, if you're lazy, then you can just screenshot and just paste this here. Like, you don't have to manually type it in, but if you want to like just do a quick run, you can just copy and download the image and paste there. Like, let's say I want, let's try this angle, double click that, shows up here, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste this one here. Scale it down, and that would be a really quick way to just grab the Pantone colors, and you know, you have all your code here available for you, and you can quickly enter them in. So I like to do this the hard way. So I'm going to remove the screenshot, and I'm going to move back what I have originally. So now I'll show you how to create a library. So I'm going to go to library, and I'm going to create a new library. I'm going to call this library Spring. Let's capitalize everything. Spring 2026, because I'm working ahead. And now there's like this empty library here. So I'm just going to enter each color manually. I'll go here and I'll enter EDE. So the hex code is the one that you're looking for, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. So now you have this wax yellow. I'll go in here, I'll fill the color. I like to label everything. So I'll rename this, and I'll rename it to wax yellow, and then I'll put the Pantone name 68. It's really important to keep everything organized and name them properly, because if I hover over here, I know exactly what color name and Pantone number is. And sometimes you have to check the hex code to see that it's correct. Okay, and then and then I'll go here, I'll select this, I'll add this, change that color to wax yellow, and I'll rename this wax yellow. And the Pantone number for this is 110618TCX. So that's how you kind of import Pantone colors into your Illustrator library. And I'll do it one more time for you guys. So I'm going to click this strawberry moon here, and I'll change the hex code. The hex code for fern is 9AA067. And then I'll add it to my library fill color, and I'll rename this to fern 160430TCX. And then I'll go here and I'll rename this one fern. And this is 160430TCX. And let's do one more together. So the next color I have is Angel's Fall. So again, go to our color section and type in the hex code here, A3BDD3. So, and then I'll change the name here this time, Angel Falls. And this is 154105 TCX. Oh, let me fill this color. Let me add this to my library, and I'm gonna rename this, and we'll go Angel Fall 154105 TCX. Okay, so I think you guys get the idea. So I'm gonna change. So it's once you have it in your library, it's really easy to just be like, okay, now I'm gonna change that color. I'm gonna change this color. I'm gonna change this blue. Hey, now that I have entered all the colors, I can go ahead and just delete this, and then let me delete this, and then I'm gonna extend my artboard, and there's a sketch there, and I'm gonna go in and just click my sketch, click, 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 and I'm gonna fill in this flame scarlet. Just click that. Oops. And sometimes it doesn't, I have to go closer, view to select, and I can just really quickly select that. So this is a quick demo on how I use the Pantone book to help pick colors and also color up my sketch. To go a step further, I will actually pull each one of these from the Pantone book and check the colors visually and see if they're okay. A lot of times they're either too bright or too dark, or they're not in the right shade, and I will further refine those colors visually and then go back and change all of these again to the point where I feel like this is a good point where I can start coloring up the collection. So, and another way to do, I'll show you another quick demo. So I really like these watercolor right here. So this is just a screenshot from one of the watercolor companies. I believe it's Purple Fish. So 31 Purple Fish is a really interesting watercolor place where you can buy watercolor. I haven't bought any from them yet, just because I'm good with the palette I have. If you seen my previous episode where I created my 21 palette of watercolor, please go check that out. But this is a good place to maybe get some color inspiration. And there's plenty of places. You can literally go on any website and get inspiration. So I really like this one here. And I'm gonna go back to my palette, and I'm gonna just like create a new one because I don't need this one anymore. And I'm gonna go find my image here and go through and select these colors again. So I like that oil green. So let's go here. Okay, so I only need 4 of these colors. I'm not loving the mineral gray, and I can eliminate one more. So let's just eliminate the oil green. I'll start with these colors here, and I'm gonna go and download this again, and it's probably in my download folder here. So there is the palette I picked from, and I'm gonna go to my Canva, and go to my projects that I was working on. Okay, so I was working on some icon project here. I haven't confirmed the colors yet, but I really like this green and sage and kind of yellowy palette. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, so let's try changing this color. So I'm gonna go and change CCB 97E. Okay, so that's dry moss, and I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go to layers this time, show layers, and I'm gonna change that to this apple green. So I'm gonna click this, and I'm gonna change this to apple green, which is B5B644. You can see how important this hex code is when creating artwork. Okay, so that's how these icons are done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to file and download these of all the icons. Okay, so that is how I use Pantone. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial and know that this is the Pantone Connect is free. You can just use their free service. This is the Pantone tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching Story of Cass Mock. I am so grateful you are here. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fashion illustrations and creative inspiration. Have a beautiful day.